Namaste and welcome back to my videos. Right, today is Ganesh Chaturthi. Actually, today is Gauri Puja going on to Ganesh Chaturthi. I'm sure certain part of the world Ganesh Chaturthi is already started. So I'm doing a special video on this occasion. Ganesh Chaturthi perhaps is the second most celebrated festival in India. Ganesha or Lord Ganesha or Ganapati is the most popular Hindu god in the world. All sects, all caste, and all sub communities in Hinduism do follow Ganesha or worship Ganesha, and he probably is the only deity who is worshipped throughout in India. So let's talk about Ganesha. Before we start, let's pray. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Agajanana Padmarkam Gajananam Aharnisham Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Mupasmahe. So, praying to Lord Ganesha, let us start this discourse. This is supposed to be a twin flame reading. I did a twin flame reading few days back. You might have watched it. The reason I'm doing the second one is I was supposed to use this new deck which arrived 2 weeks ago, and I was supposed to use it for twin flame reading, but for some reason when I chose decks last time it didn't happen. I didn't choose this deck, and after doing the video I realized, oh, I didn't choose that deck. I was supposed to do a reading from that. Then I realized in 3 days time there was Ganesha festival, and I thought I'll make a video doing the reading and talk about Ganesha. Now, a lot of people, if you go through the YouTube channels, most have seen so many videos where Ganesha idol always been in the vicinity, and it intrigues people. I know a lot of my friends, Westerners, even from East, they don't know much. They don't know very little about Ganesha. So I thought I would like to talk about Ganesha first and do the reading. Ganesha, as I mentioned, is the most worshipped god in India, and he is a very intriguing, fascinating entity. Right. People remember Ganesha as a elephant god or god with the elephant head. He is not per se an elephant god. Yes, he is a god with an elephant head. Now, there is a mythology behind this. And it is very important for twin flames to know about Ganesha, because Ganesha is the child of Shiva and Parvati, or Shiva and Shakti, who are the original twin flames. So let's talk about the mythology first. Right, the story goes, Parvati, after reunion with Shiva or Shakti, in her second incarnation, she's Parvati. After reunion with Shiva, she has one son, Kartikeya. Now, Kartikeya was grown and he was there. And one day, Parvati calls one of the Ganas. Now, Ganesha is, if you split the name Ganesha, Gana, Isha, king or leader of all Ganas. What is Gana? Gana means an entourage of Shiva or belonging to Shiva's clan. Now Nandi, Shiva's chief vehicle, the bull god, he is one of the Ganas, and Parvati calls him and asks him to guard her palace and asked him not to let anyone in while she was taking bath. It happens so, while he is guarding, Shiva comes and Nandi is in a dilemma. Should he let Shiva or not? Considering Shiva, he is his master and Parvati's husband, he lets him. And Shiva straight walks into the bathroom or shower where, where Parvati is taking her bath. And Parvati realizes Nandi has not obeyed her command. It may be her ego or something. She's not happy with the whole situation that Shiva entered despite her strict warning to Nandi not to let anyone in, even though Shiva is her husband. Now, she takes this matter to her friends and they suggest, you know what, why don't you create your own Gana and ask him to guard you? When you create your own Gana, he probably won't belong to Shiva, so he may not obey this. He may obey you and not let Shiva in. So what she does, she scrapes off her paste. I mean, she has got saffron and sandalwood paste in her body. She scrapes it out, and with that paste, she creates an idol of a little boy. And having a power, she gives the life to that boy and makes him her own son. Now, she gives him a name Gauranga. Gauranga means her name is Gauri and she has come from her body, from the paste of her body. So he's called Gauranga. Now it happens so, she asks her son to guard her while she's taking bath. Same thing happens next day. Shiva walks into the palace. Parvati is taking bath. Shiva notices there is a new boy. He ignores him and he walks in. But this boy, very, very devoted to his mother, stops him and tells, no, you can't go in, sir. My mom or my mother is taking bath. So Shiva is quite baffled. He says, I'm her husband, I need to get in. But this boy doesn't let him in. Well, Shiva gets angry, goes away, and he sends his rest of his Ganas. Still, this boy is not defeated. So there will be a fight and war happening. And in the background, Parvati realizes this is happening. I think even her ego just builds up. And she says, she strictly warns her son not to give in. This is something which is I mean, it's like a war of the roses. It's a clash between husband and wife, and poor this little boy is caught in between. And he fights. Then the Holy Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and all three comes in. And his elder brother, they all get defeated. The whole army get defeated by one brave little boy. And that point, they realize they can't defeat him by just strength, physical strength. They have to use some tactic. So what happens? Vishnu attacks him from one side and engages in a war, and Shiva sends his trident, the Trishul, and that slays off the boy's neck. So they basically defeat him by deceit. Actually, afterwards, Parvati really gets angry, and she just goes into her mode of Kali or Durga, and she asks, she curses the whole divinity for killing her son. So Shiva realizes what he has done. So they both calm down, and then Shiva promises Parvati that he will restore life in their son. So he orders his friends and his Ganas and his entourage to go and get a head of a person who is sleeping facing east. east, or it must be east, sorry, don't quote me on that, it might be west as well. So one of the directions he specifies. Now his ganas go in search of a person who is sleeping towards west. All they can find is an elephant who is sleeping with his head turned to the that direction what Shiva mentioned. So they cut the head and bring it. Actually, they didn't know the purpose why Shiva was asking this head. When that head comes, Shiva was baffled. Parvati is baffled. But, well, that is the destiny. We have to accept it. So Shiva puts that head into this boy's rest of the torso or body. And that's how this Lord Ganesha gets the head of an elephant. And his life is restored. What Shiva does is he makes him Ganapati. He says, hereafter, you are the leader of my clan or Ganas. You are the leader. You are supposed to be worshipped throughout, and you are supposed to be worshipped before anyone, any of the gods. So that is continued now. Whoever or whatever puja or offerings are made in India, always Ganesha is remembered first. So that is the story of Ganesha. Now, if you see Ganesha, Ganesha is quite short, stumpy. He likes his food. It's a cute little figure. Now, cuteness aside, the whole figure of Ganesha has got its symbolism. And I want to explain because there is a very, very spiritual meaning to the Ganesha's figure. Now, I've got my 3 idols of Ganesha here. This is the one which I brought recently, and this is the one I meditate on most of the times. And these are my old ones. Now, let me explain what is the symbolism. Right. If you see, Ganesha has got a big head, large ears, and small eyes. Now, big head says us or symbolizes we have to think big. Large ears says listen to people, listen more. Small eyes says concentrate. And then we got small mouth here, which says talk less. Now, if you notice in the figure of Ganesha, he doesn't have 2 tusks. He has got only 1 tusk, and 1 tusk is cut off. Now, there is a story behind it. I'll come back to it later. But this signifies keep the good one and get rid of the bad things in life. Okay? He's got a large tummy. And what large tummy signifies is you have to accept and digest good and bad things in your life. And then, of course, he has got a trunk, and trunk signifies high efficiency and adaptability. If you see, the trunk of elephant is it helps adapt to the nature. And then, of course, then next comes his ornaments or what he's holding in his hand. And this particular, I don't have, okay, here, this, yeah. He has got axe in one hand. It signifies cut off all the attachments in life. Don't get attached to anything. Then he has got little laddu or modak in his hand, and that signifies when you achieve all this, that is the reward what you're going to get. Now, if you see Ganesha's ride or the vehicle is little mouse. Okay, now that mouse signifies control. Now a big body riding a little mouse. And if you see, mouse is a very It's a rodent. It it destroys things. It enters deep into something and destroys it. And that in spiritual equivalent to is ego. So it your ego or desire both get into your body and it destroys you. So Ganesha riding mouse signifies you have to ride your ego and desire, take control of it. So that is important thing. So now coming to the story of one tusk. Now this is a very interesting story. What actually happens is uh, Ganesha on is a festival which is Ganesh Chaturthi. Apparently he eats a lot and he ate a lot, and he was uh, sitting on this little mouse, and he sits on this mouse and he rides the mouse. As he's riding the mouse, the moon looks at him and laughs, because he found the moon apparently finds it very funny that this little cute little stout figure is riding a little mouse. And Ganesha looks at him and he sleeps. As he sleeps, they say his tummy burst open, and 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 moon starts laughing more. Ganesha got very, very angry. All he could find is little snake around. He takes the snake and ties around. So that's why you got a snake in Ganesha's tummy, around the tummy. And he curses the moon, saying that hereafter, no, before he curses the moon, he cuts off one of his tusk and throws at moon, and that reaches the moon and slashes the moon. And they believe that the little scar or little shadow what we see on the moon is caused by Ganesha's tusk. So, well, I can't give the scientific thing, but this is all mythology. And he curses the moon that whoever sees the moon on Ganesha festival day, he will be accused of a theft, or he will be falsely accused of a theft. And actually, it is said that, I mean, whoever sees moon on Ganesha Chaturthi or Ganesha festival, and nobody tries to look at the moon that day. You know, they try to avoid seeing the moon. Right, that is one story. Now, ending while we were talking about Ganesha, there's another very interesting story about Ganesha, which is my favorite. It happens so, one of the gurus or one of the munis is Narada. He brings this, he's a sage, he brings this a fruit from other world, and he gives it to Shiva. Now Shiva wants to give it to his children, but he sees there is Kartikeya, the elder son, and there is Ganesha, and he has got only one fruit. He asks, what shall I do? How can I give one fruit between two? So he says, I'll arrange a competition. Whoever goes 3 rounds around the world, and that person will get this fruit. Now Kartikeya, he rides a peacock which can fly, and for him going round the 3 times the world is like a child's game. And Ganesha, a big body in a little mouse, riding 3 rounds round the world, it's going to be difficult. Kartikeya, even before Ganesha start thinking, onto his peacock, zoom, he goes. Poor Ganesha. He can't do anything. He thinks, now he thinks. He looks and he sees his parents there. What he does? Goes 3 rounds around his parents and says, you are my world. I have gone 3 rounds, and he gets the gift. So this is a beautiful story. I mean, this is the story told to children in India to say that your parents are everything for you, that they are the world. They brought you into this world, so they are your world. And that's the sort of a mindset children grow up with. And that's a different culture we are talking about, right? So there it is. And I believe I've covered all the three stories. Now let's go to the reading. Now this is the deck I'm going to use, Whispers of Ganesha. Let us see. What have we got today? What Ganesha has to tell to twin flames on this auspicious occasion. These are the oracle cards. I'm going to do again 3-card reading. One for divine masculine, one for divine feminine, and one for reunion. And to be honest with you, this is exactly it. This card, doing twin flame reading with this card is quite significant. Only reason being, divine masculine is Shiva and divine feminine is Parvati or Shakti, and Ganesha is their son. So there you go. These are the 3 cards I'm going to do for, right? This is for divine masculine. Let me shuffle again. Okay, this stood out. This is for divine feminine and for their reunion. Okay, this one stood out. This is for their reunion. Let us see what Ganesha has to say for divine masculine and divine feminine. Right. This is for divine masculine. Revelation. Need I say more? Protection. Interesting. Okay. Shall we read this card first and then go to the reunion? Okay. I'll read about it later. Let us see what Revelation says. This is a beautiful portrayal. Look at those colors. Purple. Do you see purple? Crown chakra. Revelation. We all know that the sleeping twin or the divine masculine is waking up. So is this revelation really means that he is waking up to this connection, that he is a twin flame, and this the whole, maybe, or is he waking up, is a spiritual awakening has started? Perhaps because the color is all purple. Revelation, knowledge, wisdom. You can interpret how you want, but the card says revelation. Now, revelation. Now that with this a protection, the card protection for the divine feminine. Brilliant. Let us hold this together. Do you see this together? Wow. Now, what does this say? 15. Revelation. You have come to the end of a cycle and it is time for you to create something new. Through this card, Ganesha is indicating that it is time to break down some of the structures that you have created in your world. This has the potential to feel painful and challenging if you resist the process. Well, I think this is a lot to do with the awakening of the divine masculine, and my message is clear. Yes, this is a awakening of divine masculine. This revelation coming to you may relate to your ego and your illusion of separateness from others. You will develop a new perspective on things, and your revelation will help you grow stronger, wiser, and more composed. You might encounter some challenges along the way, but these are necessary for your spiritual growth and enlightenment. Honesty will bring about a positive change, even if you experience some pain and anxiety throughout the process. We all know how hard it is, this awakening, this whole process of realizing the truth, realizing, waking up to your own spiritual growth and waking up to the truth of being a twin flame. So, divine masculine who is running away from the whole connection or reunion or the connection with divine feminine, is it's time. It's probably their awakening has started. When you begin to reach for your goal, you will come to realize that your true security and strength lie within yourself and your relationship with the universe, and not in some false belief system or artificially created world. Be willing to reveal your truth to those around you. There you go. The message is loud and clear. For all the divine masculine, Ganesha says it's time to wake up. Right? What does this mean? The protection card. Protect your energy as you lift your vibration and frequency. Okay, I mean, this sounds right. All the divine feminine, who are the ones who are awakened in twin flame relationship. Ganesha is asking to protect yourself, your vibrations. So protecting your vibrations. Now I would like to go more, talk more about this. How to protect. How do I protect my vibration and frequencies? Recently I had some experience and I had to share it with you. Being an empath, whenever I go out, I do pick on a lot of energies, and some of them are very strong. Some of them do affect you a lot, and that is something which I realized. They do affect you. I mean, I know two of my very close people, or with whom I move around, they are going through certain things in their life, and they speak about those things, and you feel for them, and you carry those energy home, and you do feel for a long time. It takes a while for you to come. Now, and then it happened so that it was a Pride weekend in Manchester, and I happened to go there, and gosh, I could, and I did discuss this with one of my reader or a co-spiritualist, and she told me the things what you're feeling is because whenever you go out and go in this big crowded places, being opening your kundalini and being perceptive to all these things, you do open all you do open to their energies, and that affects you. And I did feel that, it took me few meditation process and some Reiki healing, Reiki protection, which is brilliant. I mean, whoever has done Reiki, you know how to protect yourself through of the energies by doing by creating this energy field around you. And in the meditation as well, again, most of the books do speak about how to protect yourself by meditating. So I think it's time, divine feminine, to look into this message is loud and clear. Protect your vibrations, protect your meditation. By doing this meditation, you can protect your frequencies, uh, which is very important. So the further message says, as you continue on your spiritual path, you begin to lift in vibration and frequency, and you continue to experience new levels of love and light. Your energy body undergoes an essential transformation. These changes in the energy body require that past pain and limiting views of self be released. When this happens and the pain comes to you, the forefront of your experience, it can definitely feel like you are taking quite a battering. This is exactly what I was trying to say. Yes, yes. More you are in the spiritual path, more you feel, not only, I mean, you go deep into your own self and feel all those pain, all those scars resurface, and you have to heal it. Plus, you become more and more empathetic to others, and you imbibe their emotions, you imbibe their pain, and that does cause quite a lot of inner turmoil, and you have to heal from that as well. So the best way is protect yourself. Whatever comes from inside, probably you can't protect yourself from that. You can heal from that. But whatever come from outside, you can protect yourself from that. So develop your own techniques of protecting yourself. So that's the message is loud and clear here. Ask Ganesha to surround you with this beautiful energy at this time. You may envision his energy as red, yellow, or white in color, or in any color that resonates with you. This is very important. Ask Ganesha. Invite Ganesha. Ganesha will be with you all the time. Recently, I did speak to one of my co-spiritualists. I was meeting her in London, and I just asked, "Do you have a Ganesha with you?" And I was referring her, and we were in this shop, and we were looking at these idols, and I was asking, "Do you have a Ganesha idol?" She says, "I don't need an idol. Ganesha is always with me." That got me thinking, wow, that's a nice feeling. Ganesha is always with me. Keep your Ganesha always with yourself. And that is what the message is clear. He will protect you. He is the supreme universe, supreme God, and he is here to protect you. So the message is clear. When previous pain shows up, it may not be a clear-cut memory of a particular past event or feeling of fear. Past experiences may be reflected in your current challenges and lessons. It appears in a form that will trigger you now, bringing up resistance and distraction to be dealt with immediately. Keep in mind the respond with love. You are assured that you will continue to grow and evolve through this challenge. Ganesha will assist you in protecting your energy for the best possible results. Look at that card. There's a lotus there, and that beautiful halo, Ganesha, bringing you happiness and protection there. This is for Divine Feminine. Now let us see what card has come for the reunion or the relationship, or for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine in twin flame relationship. Acceptance. I love this reading. I mean, this is such a positive reading for all those in twin flame relationship. Acceptance. First thing comes to my mind is we have to accept it. Whatever the relationship is there in this stage, whether awakening happens or not, whether you are protected or not, whatever it is, at the core, this relationship, the divine relationship, whichever course it takes, the divine masculine coming back to divine feminine or not, or the journey is still longer, whatever it is, we need to accept it, surrender it to the God, and Ganesha is there to watch and protect and reveal to us in its own course of time, in its own divine timing, what we call in twin flame world, right? Let us see what acceptance is. Number 39. It's a good number. 12 comes to 3. 3 is a number of reunion, isn't it? Masculine, feminine, and 1. Sorry. 39. Acceptance. There is a great freedom in accepting things as they are. So maybe divine masculine has to accept that he has to wake up and this is his path. Divine feminine may have to protect herself, carry on in this journey a bit longer, either waiting for the divine masculine or maybe I lost the thought, sorry. Whether waiting or not, but has to accept whatever the course is. So that is the acceptance. Okay. You cannot move forward on your path until you release some of the blame, anger, and sorrow that you have collected in your life's journey. Ganesha is asking you to forgive those from the past and who have hurt you, and to be willing to forgive yourself too. Open your heart to the world outside and to the one within. So this is the message for, I think, more to the divine masculine, which goes, you have to reveal and accept towards the divine feminine, and this card you have to protect yourself and accept it. Perfect. This deeper state of recognition and acceptance is what pushes you forward in your spiritual adventure. Love without judgment and live without predetermined opinions. Unconditional love, basically. Accept and express your true selves. The ego is beginning to align with the soul. What a relief. You don't have to control everything, fix everything, and know everything. Yes, let go. You accept it. You don't have to. Basically, it's asking us to let go, believe in Ganesha, the divine timing, and the divine process. You don't have to control everything, fix everything, and know everything. If you have been overly serious and tense, you now start to remember happiness. You may find that you can laugh at things instead of getting frustrated or infuriated. Your contentment in life improves dramatically when you harness your ability to look at the world from a more spiritual perspective. The image of Ganesha holding the banana symbolizes humility. Didn't see that. Did you see that? Ganesha is holding a banana, and that is humility. Beautiful. I'm loving these cards, and an awareness of not placing too much importance on your thoughts or beliefs in this situation. His pot belly signifies the bounty of nature. His pot belly, we did talk about symbolism. Pot belly is bounty of nature, accepting both positive and negative aspect in life equally and digesting it. So that is what it is all about. It is said that Ganesha consumes the sadness of the universe and protects the world. Learn to honor the values of others that may differ from your own. See the beauty of diversity. Once you see this beauty, it will open you to recognizing and accepting the beauty that resides within you. Beautiful. I'm glad we did this reading today. I'm glad these cards, they are beautiful. The message is loud, clear, and beautiful. I I used this card before few times to do certain personal reading. People who have followed me on on social media and on Facebook might have noticed I did use this card few times, this deck few times to give personal message to my twin flame. I just got this this guidance that I should be, my twin is going through certain turmoil in his life, and I thought I should give him a personal message, and that's what I did with this card, this deck. And I'm glad I did this reading today for twins all over the world. I'm happy I'm a part of this whole twin flame fraternity, and I really pray Ganesha brings all the happiness and prosperity to you. Before we end, I want to do a small meditation on this day. Let us choose one Ganesha shloka or stotra or a verse. प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यं मायुष्कामार्थसिद्धये गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्. Now, the things what is said in this shloka or in this verse has come in the card. It says, Pranamya Shirasa Devam Gauriputram Vinayakam. I bow to you, dear God, who is son of Gauri or Parvati, who is Vinayaka. Vinayaka is the Vinayaka can be described as person who is always victorious. Bhakta Vasam Smare Nityam Ayush Kamartha Siddhe. Whoever remembers him, all the devotees get longer lifetime and their wishes comes true. Then the second verse says, Gajananam Bhuta Ganadi Sevitam. O Lord Ganesha, Gajanana, the Lord with the elephant face, who is equally worshipped, Bhuta Ganadi Sevitam, equally worshipped by every creature, good or evil. Kapitta Jambu Falasara Bhakshitam. Kapitta is one of his ornaments, what he wears in one of his hands. And Jambu Falasara Bhakshitam. Jambu is that fruit, what he loves. Jambu Falasara Bhakshitam, the one who eats those fruit. Umasutam, son of Gauri, Shoka Vinasha Karanam. He is the reason for end of all miseries or miseries. Namami Vigneshwara Pada Pankajam. I bow, O Lord Ganesha or Vigneshwara, on your lotus feet. And that lotus was there in the card. Brilliant. On that meditation note, I'm going to end this video. I'm sorry this is a long video, but I felt I have to tell you the story of Ganesha because I feel a lot of people like Ganesha, they find it amusing, but they never make an effort to know more about him. And the reading, I'm so glad I did that reading. That reading was beautiful. I feel very positive after that reading. So, on that note, namaste.